So this is what my nails look like, alright? The long nails are how I originally did them. They look like bad bitch nails and I love them. But in a series of unfortunate events, my pinky nail ripped off, half of my nail is completely gone, and then a few others randomly fell off because apparently I'm not very good at doing acrylic fills. And because I'm not good at acrylic fills, I ended up getting water trapped under my ring finger and it caused this green bacteria to form, staining my nail. Luckily it wasn't nearly as bad as those pictures, so I just covered it up with some green and white nail polish and now I'm on my way. To make a long story short, it took me 4 hours to do the acrylic fills and then they all fell off, so I kept the ones that didn't fall off because it took me a long time and I was really proud of them, and now my nails just look weird. Back to original programming. So for this week's video, we're keeping it simple with a sketchbook spread, and my boyfriend suggested doing something that has to do with witchcraft because I've been interested in it. The main thing that got me into witchcraft is TikTok, you know, specifically Witch Talk and the Midnight Gospel.
You know, I am right now really into this type of meditation, which is just the process of sitting still, watching your breath and being very aware of your thoughts, emotions, and the way your body feels. And it's just this something called mindfulness. It's the practice of mindfulness, which is just watching the way that you act and the way that you feel and the way that you think.
After my grandpa died, I found myself seeking out different beliefs and trying to find something that really fit my values because I never really dove into that much before. I am spiritual in the sense that I have some ideas of what I believe in. Like, I believe in energy, of course, like it cannot be created nor destroyed. I believe that we can put out an energy and it'll create something bigger. That's why I think prayer is so huge, because a bunch of humans are focusing their energy on one thing, and that's why it makes such an impact. And I believe that the fact that infinity exists means that everything that you could ever think of imaginable exists. So you know how NASA recently released a thing that they have proof that there's an alternate reality running backwards on the timeline. Well, in my head, of course that would exist, because if everything is infinite, there's an endless amount of anything. That means every possibility, even things that you can't even imagine, exist. Like, crazy things that we know of that exist are, there's a planet that rains glass. There's a planet that's like 10 times bigger than Earth that's exactly like Earth. And who am I to say that something doesn't exist because of my small little bit of knowledge that I know? I am a small, tiny, insignificant being in a huge plane of infinite possibility. Like, who am I to say what's real and what's not real? You know when
grown-ups tell you everything's going to be fine and you think they're probably lying to make you feel better?
Yes.
Everything's going to be fine.
There's thousands of years of stories and millions of counts of people talking about their paranormal experiences and the things that they can't explain. And had you have told me this stuff when I was like 18, I would have thought you were crazy, because I was just like a full-blown atheist. If it wasn't scientifically proven, I just like simply did not believe it. But here's the thing, not everything can be scientifically proven yet. The entire point of science is to question the world around you and to do experiments and try to figure out what is happening. Like, that's the entire point of science. It's to play around, it's to explore the unknowns and discover something new or create something new. Like, to play is the entire point of the field, right? For example, there's a tribe that uses DMT to astral project, to visit other realms, to be spiritual and become more in tune with yourself. And the CIA ran experiments with it. If scientists thought, no, that's impossible, no, this can't be done, and just constantly thought, no, nothing would happen. Literally nothing would happen. We would never progress. And that's kind of the foundation of where my beliefs and my spirituality come from. I'm open to new things and I'm always willing to change. That's the basics. So when I was watching Midnight Gospel, there was a witch talking about how all beliefs are fundamentally the same. And I felt like witchcraft related the most with my personal beliefs because it really just has to do with your energy and your intentions and manifesting what you want. There's also like the foundational morals of like being kind to your neighbor and stuff like that, and how everything is so similar. Like manifesting and having your intentions in witchcraft can be similar to praying in Christianity, or like the 10 Commandments can be found in almost every religion. Everything kind of stems from like the same core. And it kind of opened my eyes because fundamentally humans believe in the same thing and everyone is based on the same morals, but there's still so much hate and so much prejudice against each other for their beliefs. Like just me alone, like I tried talking to my grandma about witchcraft and like all the different religions, and she was so closed off to it because she's kind of been told that this stuff is evil her whole life, but that's really not the foundation of what it is. It's not evil at all. And to be fair, witchcraft is not a religion. Wiccan is a religion. Witchcraft is just a practice. But at every core of every belief, it's almost exactly the same, so why do we hate each other for it? Like, no, I don't believe there's a man in the sky who's controlling everything, but our prayer looks almost exactly the same. People need to stop being scared of things they don't know or that they don't understand, and they need to start opening their minds and their hearts.
Satanic Temple.
Satanic Temple?
We're atheists and we're Satanists.
Are you for or against Trump?
We're against Trump.
Why?
Why do you think? He's going to take most of our rights away. Not happy about that. We want to protect you.
Now that I'm done with that little spiel, I want to go into some of my arguments I have for witchcraft. Who am I to say that none of it is real? I'm going to start with that, okay? Who am I to say none of what they're doing is real? Even though they've existed for hundreds and hundreds of years, why would it not be real? For example, when it comes to crystals, people think that crystals are this voodoo hippy dippy bullshit, right? I even thought that for a little bit. But think about it. This rock has existed on this earth for thousands and thousands of years. Since the beginning of time, a lot of energy has gone into this piece of material. And who is to say that that energy isn't exuding at all times? Everything is like that, right? Like everything that makes up what you are right now has existed since the beginning of time, because matter is not created nor destroyed. You are an accumulation of ancestry and all kinds of shit. You're an accumulation of all the food your mom ate while she was making you, of all the water she drank, of all the energy that she was putting into creating you. You are the creation of that. And that has happened over and over and over and over until you exist. Every leaf you see, every rock you step on, every tree you come across, everything you see has that exact same history. Whether it was being put under unimaginable pressure to be smashed into a rock that is then mined and then put into your food like salt, or if it was being melted down to create a new rock, like millions of years after you die, your body could be cycled down and created into a new rock, or your body its energy can go into a tree and become new life. Everything you see around you has a life with history that you cannot even fathom. And that counts you too. You come from the same thing as the trees and the birds and everything around you. That's so much energy, that's so much power. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you put the energy into it, as long as you believe you can do it, as long as you work hard at it. Anything you want to do, you will do. And I think that's why I vibe so hard with witchcraft, because most of it is just having intention and manifesting your life and manifesting the things you want to happen and putting your energy towards those things. I'm not saying that I'm a witch or that I'm even practicing, but I'm very interested and I've been doing some research, and I think exploration is super important and I'm glad I'm doing it. Anyways, I'm done with my spread. I've been working on figure drawing, so I know the girl looks a little wonky, but from where I started, I'm really proud of how she turned out. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I post a video every week, so I'll see you next time.